Hey guys, Micah here with Elkhound Family Puppies, and I am here with Mia's litter, and it is name day. So I've got 4 of the puppies out here right now, finished up their pictures, and we'll show them off a little bit. They are all spoken for, so congratulations to the whole litter and the group of folks that are going to be adopting them. So they are all spoken for, and just right off the bat, very impressed with how healthy and strong they all are. They're very round and roly-poly and just doing great. We did wean them about this last weekend. So that is one thing. They are going through a big transitional phase from weaning to now being a little bit more on their own, independent. So they are a little bit more shy, not quite as full of confidence as they will be here in about a week. So I'll do my best to kind of point out some of the things that I'm seeing in the litter, but overall just doing really well. It is also winter here in Ohio, so it is a very blustery day. If you can see outside right now, it's well, not everywhere in the country. You know, for us, it's a blustery day. It's 21 degrees. With wind chill, it's probably more down in the teens, maybe single digits, but it's very windy today. So we don't have them outside as much is basically what I'm saying. So they, don't quite get as much energy moving around as much as we would like. But we try to do as much as we can indoors to get them ready for their new lives. So, but yeah, they just are a little bit moving slower right now, but in a week or two, they are going to be ripping into everything and running around in their nest that we have where it's nice and warm too, where they can just be themselves with their litter mates in the nest. They're up and running around and chewing on each other's ears and so forth, just rolling around having a good time. So, but yeah, I'm going to name a couple of these here, hold them up. You have my little chip reader. Going to scan these here real quick. So all of our puppies are microchipped, and again, this is Mia and Grendel's litter. So 72 and 83. Grab my little cheat sheet. Let's see. Maybe you guys can have fun maybe matching these puppies up to their photos. A lot of them look very similar. So 72 is Lacey, and then 83 is Lenny. So Lacey and Lenny are who I'm holding right now. So this is Lacey, the female, a little bit smaller than Lenny, and that's typical for the males and females. So here's Lenny, and Lenny is spoken for already, and I'll be working with the rest of the list here very soon. So that's those 2. Let's see here. I got one here at my feet. Oops, come here, bud. Come here, bud. Might have to move around a little bit as they're moving around. Got little fuzzies on your hair there. Let's see here. Okay. 77, my little cheat sheet. I don't have them memorized yet. We gave them just gave them the names today. So this is Lincoln, and Lincoln is also spoken for already. So this is Lincoln, a little bit smaller than Lenny. So that's probably the biggest difference between these 2 guys. So here's Lincoln, and then let's see. I think it's Lola. I can recognize her pretty quickly because of her coloring. Let's see. Come here, girl. You're hiding out by the blanket. Yeah. Nice and warm. Just double check here. Make sure I get the name right. Let's see. 85 Lola. Yep, I had it right. So the biggest thing with Lola, obviously you can see the difference in color compared to her litter mates there. But yeah, Lola is just beautiful. Has a nice white marking on her chest there and her toe. Not like a typical Elkhound look. I don't know if she would be able to enter any shows or anything like that. But just beautiful. I really like the way she looks. Very unique. Just a darker pattern overall. And it should stay fairly dark. It'll definitely, as she loses her puppy fur, some more of this lighter color will probably show through. It'll be a little bit more salt pepper, but definitely more pepper. The dark black, especially through her face there. It'll be quite a bit darker as she ages. So these are the 4 right now, and we'll have 4 more coming. All right, guys, so we have 4 more puppies. And again, they're just going through a lot of transition. I was thinking about it too during the break there that, we are also doing some worming this week. And the wormer that we use is an all-week medication that really helps clean them out. But it is kind of a taste that they don't really enjoy. So that's another reason they're a little bit more shy. They're going through that a little bit, but here in a week or 2, I mean, I've never had it where they just stay this way. They just grow in so much confidence in the next week or 2 here. And that's Elkhounds too. They're very affectionate, very loyal. They still come to us, obviously, in the pen or in their nest pen area. They're all together right now and just enjoying life, tussling and all that kind of stuff. But again, I'm going to have to grab my cheat sheet here, my little chip reader, see who these two guys are. So give me 1 second here. Okay. Who's our first little buddy here? Come on. Well, let's try this one. There we go. Okay, 82. Don't want you to fall off my lap. That would be bad, huh? That would be bad. Okay, so 82. Let me reposition here. I think the paper's on this side. Excuse me. Okay, 82. Okay, we got Libby. So this one over here, this is Libby. And Libby just has a nice little confidence to her. She's not the smallest. I think Lewis, if I remember right, we'll have him here in a little bit, is the smallest pup of the bunch. But she's probably right behind him as far as size. So toward the smallest part of the litter. So that is Libby. All right, let's see if I can find your chip. Yeah, we do microchip our pups. It's just the size of a grain of sand. It fits right under their skin. There, I got it, 71. Sometimes it takes a little bit to find it if it moves around. So this is Lulu. So this here little one is Lulu. Very standard look. Not really any white markings. This litter, there's a lot of them that look almost identical. So it might be a little bit tough to choose. But you can see she's very affectionate, wants to see what's going on, snuggled right up. All of them are kind of like this. Just nice snuggle bugs right now. But it is a stress reliever too, to be kind of snuggled and held up. They can hear my heartbeat. A lot of times they'll put their head up to my chest here, and I think they can hear my heartbeat. They like. So this here is Lulu. So last but not least, I've got the two here. You went and crawled under the workbench and you got some dust on your nose. But this is Lewis, and Lewis is probably the smallest of the litter. A nice standard looking Elkhound there, salt pepper look. Not much white on him, maybe a little bit on his chest there, but he's probably the smallest of the litter. Put him down. And last but not least here is Lily. And Lily, like her sister Lola, we got a lot of L's, is also a darker color. Now Lola is the darkest, and also very beautiful. She has a little bit of the lighter color under her chin. No white markings. I think Lola had a little bit of white on her toes, if I remember right. But just a beautiful pup. So this is Lily. This litter was born here in late November. This is Mia and Grundle's litter. This is Mia's second litter, if that's kind of interesting to know. But just a great looking bunch, all very fat, healthy, strong. So we're very happy with how they're doing. We will definitely be working on them with confidence this next week. It's very important that they are very well socialized and confident before they're ready to go. So we'll definitely be working on that and focusing on that this next week, along with finishing up their worming and so forth. We have a vet check coming up. They did have a 3-week vet check and everything checked out well. So we're pretty confident that they're going to be good to go. But yeah, they'll be having a vet check here in this next week. So Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you are interested, we do have some upcoming litters. Our waiting list is growing. If you are interested in maybe in a female, we might have some possibility of an opening or two. Quite a bit of people on our waiting list want males, but we'll probably have some females down the road here that you might have an earlier chance of getting one. But yeah, if you have any other interest, our website is elkhoundfamilypuppies.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.